What's happening, fight fans? Welcome back to the MMA Mindset. Chris Simpson here, ahead of another Wolkernite Fight Championships pre-fight interview. Wolkernite Fight Championships 4 just around the corner. May the 4th. Grantham Mears Leisure Centre, going to be a fantastic night. Pros, amateurs, juniors, all on the card together, which is what we love to see. K1 MMA, all sorts of martial arts, which is just fantastic on one card. But I'm here with one guy, well, one of the most experienced fighters on the card, taking part in one of the most experienced pro fights on the card. I am with Quinten DeVreught. Did I say it right?
Yeah,
There we go, got it right, knew it. How are you feeling, man?
good. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate your time, and I know we kind of got the time difference confused a bit there.
Yeah,
It didn't even enter my mind. I was like, you text me, and you were like, oh, I'm gonna run 10-15 minutes late. I was like, no, you've still got like an hour and a bit. It's fine.
yeah,
You're like, yeah, but yeah, obviously just moving on to the fight. How are you feeling? You excited to get back in the cage? You nervous, or are you just waiting to go get the job done?
yeah. I'm excited to get back in there. It's been a while, so yeah, I feel ready to get back in there and perform.
Yeah, and obviously this fight's been announced for a while now. How's your camp been going? How's preparation been?
It's been very well. Everything is coming together quite well. So I had the last really hard sparring today, so we're good to go.
Is it kind of just winding down now over the next week and maybe just more focusing on like a game plan type thing rather than hard training?
Yeah, exactly. Just fine tuning the game plan and just getting the body rested and good to go.
And is there anything in particular you've been working on this camp? Anything that you've tried to kind of implement into your game, or anything that you've tried to level up as such?
I try to level up everything every camp, so I feel like I've improved a lot the last year, at least in every aspect. So not really anything in particular, but just yeah, everything all around.
Yeah, and obviously taking on Simeon Otley, who's an experienced guy like yourself. Obviously, you've got a bit more experience. I think this is going into your 12th or 13th pro fight.
Yeah.
Do you think your experience is gonna play a part in this? Obviously, with the guys you fought.
Uh, Maybe, but he's I fought more MMA, but he has fought a lot of amateur fights, and he does a lot of boxing and striking as well. So I think the we're evenly experienced in different disciplines. I've done some kickboxing, but he's done a lot, and I saw he just had a boxing match as well. So I think we're evenly matched. Maybe a little bit different kind of experience, but we both have a lot of experience.
Yeah, and is that the sort of fight that you're going to be expecting out of someone? You're going to be expecting him to come out and try and keep the fight stand in and implement his striking?
Yeah, that I think so. He's a good striker. He's an explosive guy, so I expect him to come out guns blazing.
Yeah, and obviously on your end, is it just more the getting through those first couple of minutes, calming the fight down and taking it to where you feel comfortable, or are you just planning on fighting fire with fire?
Yeah, I'm planning on fighting fire with fire. I think that's the cure for his poison.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've seen a few people who fight someone like that, and he kind of it kind of goes well for his opponent if they just kind of tackle him the same way that he goes for
Yeah.
them. Obviously, coming over to the UK, I won't say enemy territory, but obviously fighting in Simone's country, does that play on your mind at all, or do you not really think about that?
No, not really, because everything, no, MMA is illegal in Norway. So every time I fight, it's in enemy territory, whatever you want to call it. So it doesn't really bother me. I'm used to it, so I kind of just tune it out.
Yeah, what's the start? Because I know a few guys from Iceland as well, from Molyneux Gym, if you've heard of there.
Yeah, yeah.
Gunnar Nelson's trained out of there, and their head coach is Julius Bernsdorf, and I know them guys quite well. And obviously, it's illegal in Iceland too. How does that kind of? Do you feel like you guys are at a disadvantage to the people in the countries where it is legal?
Maybe a little bit, but the people that go out and fight, they really want it. So I think for me, it's been an advantage. I just have to to play or like plan around it. But you know, it's maybe harder financially because you have to be your own kind of sponsor. You know, we have some sponsors, but it's not like, yeah. But I think, you know, if you want it bad enough, you'll make it work. So, and we can go to Sweden, we can go to Denmark, and England is just 1 hour away. So it's not really you know, obviously I would like for it to be legal here, but I don't think that's the biggest obstacle, you know.
Yeah, are we any closer to that happening, to it becoming legal,
Yeah,
or
I
is it?
think so. Yeah, I think so. It's getting closer, and I think the first thing they want to do is get the amateur, like the IMF and stuff like that legal, and then work their way up from there. So I think it's pretty close, and that's yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, do you think that obviously in terms of the IMAF and stuff, do you think that's going to level up the MMA in your country when that gets legalized? Because you see all of these guys, like even people like in England and Russia and stuff like that, they come into the IMAFs and they're so experienced and they kind of have a bit of an advantage. Do you think that's going to kind of propel your nation up the like the
Yeah, I
rankings
think
in
so.
terms of MMA?
I think so, you know, because it's gonna be more easily accessible for everyone to take part. But now the Norwegians are amateurs are allowed to take part in the Swedish MMA league, so it's getting there. So it's kind of like a proxy league for the Norwegian amateurs. So and that's gonna help because people are gonna get a lot more experience in lesser time than it would take, or like for me or for guys that have been doing it for some years.
Yeah,
So I think that's a good thing.
yeah, fingers crossed it gets sorted out, because I think it's ridiculous that it's still illegal in some countries
Yeah,
and it needs sorting out. Just moving back to the fight, what sort of advantages do you think you hold over Otley?
it's obviously the reach. I think I'm quite a bit taller than him, you know, but he's explosive. So, you know, it's gonna be kind of a distance. Keeping him at distance is gonna be the challenge for me, and for him, I think it's gonna be, you know, getting closing the distance.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have kind of said that it's going to be that sort of a battle of you trying to control, well, both of you trying to control the distance, but trying to
Yeah,
control it at completely opposite ends of the distance. So
yeah.
it should be a really fascinating fight. Obviously, if you get through this fight and you have no issues, no injuries, when are you looking at returning, getting back in the cage and fighting again?
I want to fight one. I'm getting married in July, so I want to fight once again before the summer. If I don't get any injuries, so that's the plan.
Yeah. Oh, well, congratulations anyway. So yeah, I bet that'll be no cuts, bruises, or
Oh,
anything like that for wedding photos.
it can't be too close to the fight, so so it has to be like mid-June is like the cutoff period for me. Or that's
That's fair enough. And then obviously just I like to give people the chance to call their shot if they want to. Do you have a prediction for fight night, how you think it's going to end?
I think it's gonna end violently. I don't know. It's gonna be. I think we're both. I don't really do predictions, but I think it's gonna be. You know, we're gonna stand and bang, and it's gonna be. It's gonna be a knockout.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm there to see violent fights. So if you bring you automatically become one of my favorites if you put on a violent fight. We saw some pretty violent fights last time round, and hopefully we get some more this time. But no, Quinten, thank you very much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, not a problem. Obviously, get your tickets. Like I said, link in the description, 10% off online. Or if you're supporting one of the fighters, get in touch with the fighter, get your tickets through them. Like I said, can't wait for fight night. I'll be there doing post-fight interviews and other content. But yeah, once again, Quinten, all the best for the rest of your training camp, mate. And yeah, I hope everything goes well for you.
Thank you.
Magic. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.